Anthony.
Hey, D. How's your tendon feeling? When did you start feeling the discomfort, and how is it feeling right now?
Probably a couple weeks ago, but feel good. Feel good right now. So um, see how it feels tomorrow, and make a decision from there.
Dan.
Anthony, you said it was a couple weeks ago. Is it tightness? I don't know if you could just kind of describe what it is. It's sort of hard for us to grasp it.
Um, Not really tightness, more so soreness. The tendon just really sore. So I mean, pushing off, even walking, obviously running and jumping and things like that. I will feel it. So it's more so just soreness and just letting that calm down.
Did you get an MRI on it? And was there, if you did, was there some relief in sort of the idea that maybe, it wasn't more serious?
No, I didn't get an MRI. It was the ultrasound to look at the tendon. You could tell from the ultrasound and um, whatever they called it. I'm not sure the technical name for it or the medical term for it, but it was nothing serious. I say it was just a lot of soreness and uh, you know, obviously it's Achilles is nothing to play about. So want to make sure that it feels really good before I step back on the floor.
Have any other questions, Brady?
No, that's all they want to ask me about the damn Achilles. That's it.
Dave?
Of course, Dave. Of course.
AD, Frank said last night that LeBron will probably be MVP this year, which is stronger than he said last year. He was more like he should be in the conversation. He's our leader. He's one of the guys there. As someone who's considered to be, almost 1 and 1A, or however you want to say it, how do you feel about LeBron's season that he's having and how he should be considered in the MVP conversation?
Yeah, I mean, he's having an unbelievable season. He's shooting the ball extremely well. He's making plays. He's doing everything he's always done. But I think his shooting ability from three is even improved from last year. Is he's averaging almost a triple double. He's playing unbelievable basketball. I mean, it's not something. What I'm saying is not what you guys haven't heard already about LeBron and what he does on the floor for our ball club. But he's, from start of season, to now, he's shown that, why he, is in the MVP race, and I think he's number one in that race. So, he's continuously playing at a high level for our group. And like I said, I think the biggest difference is just his ability to shoot. I mean, how do you guard him? He's knocking down the three ball consistently. He's getting to the paint. So you can't go under. You can't, chase him over. He gets downhill, and then his ability to pass and make plays. So he's definitely tough to guard, which makes it easier for everyone else to, just be able to relax and make shots. So I think, Coach definitely hit it on the head when he said he would win. He should win. You never know all the politics and stuff, but he should win.
Dan?
AD, kind of unrelated to all this stuff, how's the concept of practice and what makes up an NBA practice changed in your time from a rookie to what you guys do now whenever it is you do practice? And I guess secondly, what do you think teams lose by not practicing the way maybe they used to?
Well, I think for my rookie year, I mean, I was on a team with a lot of young guys, like my first 3-4 years in the league. So it was all just, let's play, 2-hour practices and things like that. Right now, the last 2 years with this group, we've been on the side of a veteran ball club where, guys are pros and professionals to come in and put their work in, whether it's the weight room or treatment with the trainers or on court things. And I think just this season, it's very tough to practice just from the shorter off season, from our team standpoint, you know, you don't want to be able to, kill guys' legs and not have them for the game. And then, with the road is a lot different. I think testing plays a factor. I think some teams are now practicing at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock because of the second testing that you have. We getting up earlier than we usually would because of testing and things like that. So I think it's just abnormal times, and I think that you're just trying to figure out the best solution to have your team go out there and perform at a high level. Coach decides that's when we practice or not, and going into overtime doesn't help the last 3 games either. So. Even when you do practice, you want to come and just touch on things and not, have these long, strenuous practices where you have, hour and a half, 2 hours, guys, really getting after it. And we're playing every other day, so which we usually wouldn't do. So it's just a lot of things that go into it that usually wouldn't happen in the normal NBA season.
Okay, we're just going to take a few more here. BT?
What's up, AD?
What's up, man?
You haven't played in a few games. What have you learned about the team?
We fight back, but we also make it hard on ourselves. We never feel like we're going to lose a game, but I think sometimes we come out slow, especially with a team like the Thunder, who don't have all their guys, and a lot of young guys who don't get a lot of time to show what they can do. And then, anytime you play the Lakers, the defending champ team are going to come out and make, tough shots. But those guys play extremely hard. They put their head down and drive the basketball. And it shows us when we play, teams like that, it shows us what our weaknesses are and what we have to get better at. And so it's good when we play against teams who make a whole bunch of shots, do out of character things, because it helps us. It helps us get better, helps us focus, helps us lock into what we need to do for later on down the line. And but I just think that we come out, and whenever we come out and play Laker basketball, and it's usually the last couple games, it was in the second half. We're able to blow teams out of the water. But when, we give them a 10, 15, even last night 20-point cushion, everything has to go right. And we're a ball club, but we can't do that, against some of the top teams, because then, we'll never have a chance to come back and it won't be a close game. So, I think playing against, all these teams is definitely going to help us for the future.
Last 3. Al?
Hey, D, I just want to get your thoughts on this. What is the balance that you're trying to kind of, it's a marathon, it's a long season. I'm sure that all these games that you want to participate in, how are you kind of treating this long haul of the season where you're deciding, okay, I shouldn't go, whatever the case is, with the fact that you guys are on a path to obviously defend a championship, and it's going to be a long run?
Well, in the beginning, it was just you want to approach it the right way as far as, the ramp up. But I think, every other game after that, I played in and wanted to play in. I think this is just a different circumstance with, would it have been Achilles if it was a, quad or, finger or anything like that, I wouldn't mind playing. But, I just, don't really want to play around with an Achilles. And today was the first day where we were able to practice and get some run in with some guys to really test it out. But I just don't want to, play a game where I still, feel it and then get hurt. Now I'm out, for the playoffs or whatever, or for, multiple weeks where it's something where I can control and maintain right now, where, you miss 2 games or 3 games early on in the season or mid-season and be ready to go for the rest of the season. So it's just something that I can control. And if it's controllable, then I control. And Kuz just walked in, so I think it might be my time. Sorry, Kuz.
Melissa?
Hey, Dee, there's been a lot of talk about how LeBron tweaks and adjusts his game every season. I'm curious, what's the biggest way in which you've tweaked or adjusted your game this season?
Passing. I think, passing out of double teams and realizing that guys are going to double team me. And this is something that I've been trying to learn from Bron and Mark, who is two unbelievable passers. And I think it's just, being able to pass the ball in any situation just opens up the floor for you because teams have to respect, your passing ability. So I think this season I really jumped in passing, especially from out of the post.
Last question, Kyle?
Hey, just want to ask about Markieff. We talked to him last night, and he said he obviously, as a competitor, he wants to play every night, and it's been difficult to take that step back out of the rotation when you were healthy. What have you seen from him in handling this situation?
He's a pro. He's a pro. Not playing, I think, in 3 games and then coming, and starting the first OKC game and then coming off the bench the second OKC game and bringing that spark, making plays on both ends of the floor. Just a pro. He's a pro, and he's able to, while you hate it, he respected it, you understand it, and continue to